What's going on, Pushers and Mr. M5 and guys, welcome to a new type of series I'm starting on the channel, and that is called the Top 12 Things I Thought I Would Never Have, but I have them today. Some of these are just a little bit out there because I couldn't get most of the particular items for this playlist. Well, list. There are 12 items in general I have, not like 12 of the item, there's 12 in the types, but I'll get to that more in the video. But before I start, I just want to say thank you guys so much for getting me where I am today. Without this channel and without doing what I love, sewing and making dreams come true, it means the world. I just love getting comments just saying thank you for doing this and just that and that, and just I love it so much because it means the world to me seeing the comments. But I thank you, so I can't wait to start this. So let's get into this video. Alrighty, up at number 12 is Rodney and Fender. Now Rodney and Fender, if you guys haven't seen my oldest videos back in the day when I used to do update videos with these two guys. Here's Fender, very tall dude. Now these characters are from the movie Robots. Now a lot of you guys love these characters, and sometimes I do see a comment here and there and saying, where are these characters? Sometimes I use the actual new characters, except sometimes I use the old. I try incorporating all the characters into these videos when I get the chance. Can I put this over here? Yes, I can. It looks a little corked. Hold on. There we go. And that's because, well, sometimes I don't need some of the old characters. I just put them to the side for when I need them in a particular video. Like to Kill Pikachu, the series, or I used just the old characters from the very first video I ever did on the channel. And so I got these characters. Now, it was a long time ago. These were actually the first purchased item I ever got in Pennsylvania when we moved. This was bought off eBay, I believe. These two were bought off eBay because there was a person I watched a lot back in the day. Can I step back just a little? Yes, I can. And his name was Nintendo Kid 27. He was on YouTube, and I loved his content. And so one of his actual characters that he used to, well, he always used, was Rodney and Fender. Now Rodney and Fender are like my favorite characters from that, other than other characters like Knuckles and like the Sonic thing he did. And I really wanted these characters. Now, because of an accident that happened, I was able to get these because they were like help gift, because I almost got into an accident, and then these guys came about. And so these were awesome, and because I love the way they move and just the oh yeah. I just love these characters because they're like one of my favorite movies, Robots, with lovely what was his name? Philip Robin Williams, who played Fender. And I just love the characters, and they are a little bit scratched up here and there. Like, if you guys don't know from the movie, Fender had something up here, except because of it was eBay, it was kind of messed up and like scratched here and there, and parts were missing, and so I just snipped it off. Tried to. There's a little bit of that piece left, so maybe I'll work on that tonight if I have time. So, yeah, Rodney and Fender, probably number 12. Let's get into the next part. Alright, up at number 11, we have Nunu from the Teletubbies. Now, I know Teletubbies are for young little children, but that was my favorite show growing up. I know it might sound weird, but I love collecting stuff from that period of the time, and he is a Burger King keychain. So I could hook him to anything, but he doesn't. He just sits on my table, because, like, this was a character I loved from the show, other than Dipsy. Because if you guys haven't seen the video I did a long time ago, where I collected, well, actually I did a mail video, where I actually had all the characters from the Burger King set. I had the 4 Teletubbies, the rabbit, and him. Don't care about the rabbit. gave it to my sister. So she did whatever with it. But I kept the Teletubbies because I was going to use them for a what was I can't remember, like that game that, oh god, hold on, let me look it up. Slendy Tuppies, sorry. I'm an idiot and I forgot Slendy Tuppies. I was gonna do something like that for Halloween, but I didn't know how big they were, and my stupidity of I just want, then just think happened, and I got them. But I did a nice video, and he came out of the bunch, because only in my childhood I only had Tinky Winky, Lala, and sometimes Poe. I had 2 Tinky Winkies and sometimes like 3 Lalas. So I never had Dipsy or him, because those were my 2 favorite characters. So I thought, why not try and get the whole characters? Because look at that. That's a meme right there. That's a meme. Look at that face. Now I am going to try and get more of News if I can find anywhere. If you guys have any idea where I could, let me know and I'll try and buy it for my collection of like stuff from the 90s and 80s, because I love that kind of era of stuff. Like why I have like some of the stuff in this collection you'll see in a few minutes. So yeah, so up at 11, New. Let's get to number 10. Up at number 10, it's just like 12 is Killed Pikachu all over again. Because in the last part of that clip, I said 10. He's number 11. So this is number 10, Beak, a TY Beanie Baby with his tag still on. I got this at Goodwill for like a few cents, and I love the character from that series, from the TY Beanie Baby, original Beanie Baby. Because I love these, like Mooch, M6. I love Beanie Babies, because that's like my favorite like era of toy. Because the beanie and how like flimsy they are. Beak, I got him like from Nintendo Kid 27. He had one of these, and I love the character ever since. Like with Ronnie Bender, I just wanted to have it. So there was one on Amazon I was going to buy, but as we were going through and with buying some stuff for the project, probably it was either for either Ribbear Croaks or Dr. Cal's robot. Actually, no, I think it was like Jimmy the Great, Goopy LeGrand, or the Frog Brothers. I went to get fabric, but then we stopped by Goodwill, because I always have to check the beanie bin to see if there's any cool characters I can grab. Because I'm only looking for Mooches, M6s, or characters like these. So, cross those fingers. So I found Beak the one day, and I was like, because this is the character I'm always looking for. Because there's a Beanie Baby section in the Goodwill I go to, and he was in there. It's a little basket that holds them. It's right by the dressing room, and it sucks. But I found him. These little beanies in his feet. Hi, my name's the Crooked Beak. Good day. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. So yeah, that is number 10. Beak, the TY Beanie Baby. Up at number 9, with things I thought I would never have, but I do today, is Ronald. Now, Ronald has his sidekick, the lovely Hamburglar. Now, these two aren't like in the same bin of things I thought I would never have, but Ronald kinda is in there. Because, watching a certain YouTuber, they had Ronald in there, and I thought it was so cool. So, if you guys haven't, hold on, I gotta pick it up. So, midway on my vacation to Texas, I went with my father to go out and shop because I was in Texas. I was like, I gotta get a souvenir before I leave. I had to. So I thought, why not get like an antique kind of thing, like a doll or something, because I knew I could film with something. So midway, there was 2 levels to the place. I love it. By God, it's a beautiful place. If I ever go back, I'm going to get a video of that place because it's beautiful. Great place, had so many antiques. So, on the first floor, a lot of comic books, a lot of vintage stuff, and I loved it. But I was like, there's nothing here I actually really would love. So, went up the tops, went to another building, but then I was like, wait, there was another floor to the one building. So we went back in, looked around just so a quick check, went upstairs, and looked around. There's like kind of like Marvel stuff, and then out of the corner of my eye, turning a corner, I saw a desk, an old like school desk, the ones you slide into, and it just has that flat like thing where you sit at. It's just right there, and you can just slip on in. He's sitting right on the table, just like this, and I see him, and I'm like, that's my souvenir. And I loved it ever since. I love this character because I love vintage stuff. That's when I started collecting vintage stuff, because everything's good. He has a little dust on his chin, so except with me tweaking him a little bit, I had to fix some stuff like his shoes. I had to trim down one of his laces because it was just too long. I had to sew up one part of his hand. Which hand is it? Is it this one? This one. Because the string was coming undone on this one, this finger. So I used some white because I don't have yellow. Sewed it up, and you can barely tell. Like even I couldn't even find it. So, because one day I will clean him up better if I knew a way to clean these dolls. But for now, Ronald's just gonna stay like that until I do another Cooking with Chef Noodle again, where I can figure out a way to use him. But I had an idea because the video game came out with Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Ronald's. So I had this. What if I got another character to go with it? And that's where the Hamburglar came in. You guys remember the mail time? He came in, and I actually did a tune-up fix-up episode with him. And it's been a while since I've showed him off. But this is the Hamburglar. He has his lovely striped outfit, his hamburger tie with his cape that comes off, it's Velcro, his hat that's made out of fabric. No, I don't know what that kind of stuff, but it looks a little stupid on him, to be honest, because it just looks like it's just sitting on him. But I cleaned him up, good as new. He's just been sitting on a claw machine for a little bit of a long time, so that's probably why he's all looking dusty. But I tried to clean him up as best as I could, because I think, yep, I fixed up his hand right here, and here's the other one. I know they look different, but I tried my best. They look okay, in my opinion. It doesn't matter how bad or good it looks, it just matters to what I think, and it looks good. So, up at number 9, Ronald and the Hamburglar. Now to number 8. Up at number 8 with one of my favorite plushes that is close dear to my heart because my lovely sister got it for me because of a TV show that is in my heart and will always be one of my favorite TV shows, Rick and Morty, Mr. Meeseeks. Because I love the show and I didn't know they made dolls of these. And I was like, they have to make a doll of Mr. Meeseeks. If you guys don't know, I love him, and he's right there because I wanted to make one. I don't know why, I just wanted to make another, because I have now 3. Him, Angry Meeseeks, and then we have Dirt Meeseeks. Because this is an official one. His tag's still on, because I've never cut this one. No, he will be forever because he's all flimsy, he's all, like, lovely, like, yeah, I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. Because I love Mr. Meeseeks. I have a poster of Mr. Meeseeks up on my wall, because he's the best Meeseeks. He's the one and only. He is Mr. Meeseeks. And I've seen bootleg Mr. Meeseeks in claw machines, so if I find one, I'm going for it because I love Mr. Meeseeks. Because it's like my little Ennard dude down here. He's like that, kind of like a Funko, but these are the Funkos. Gotta fix my hair. Hold on. Crazy, I know. Beautiful. And so when my sister got me him, I think it was just him. I think it was first him. No, I believe it was the 2 Meeseeks I got. I got Angry and I got Meeseeks. And so it was great, but then made everything much better, and I got Rick, I got Morty, and I then got Mr. Poopy Butt Mahole. Because, why not? Because he was in that kind of collection. There are more plushes to that set. There was Goop, Rick, Goop, Morty, a Secret Agent Fly thing, I think. And then there was Snowball, I think. And then there was a crazy cat looking dude. I don't know. But yeah, so that's number 8 is my little Mr. Meeseeks doll. Now for number 7. up at number 7 of the things I thought I would never have, but I have them today, is Waluigi. Waluigi! Now, if you guys don't remember, Waluigi was my very first Mail Time Monday episode, but back in the day it was just called me unboxing Waluigi. Waluigi was my very first ever Mario plush that I've ever gotten. Hold on. Because out of every plush I was allowed to get, I wanted Waluigi. Now that day I got Waluigi, he came with me everywhere. We went to a store, he was in my pocket. We went to a football game, he was in my pocket wearing a nice coat. Where is it? Please tell me I still have it. I think it's over here. If I find it, I'll take a picture afterwards. If I didn't, then oh well. If I remember, if I don't put anything here, that means I didn't find it. So y'all, but anyway, Waluigi was my favorite character in Mario. He is an official one from the Mario plush set. His tag is long gone. You can see a little bit of the whiteness from it. I cut tags off because I don't like tag. They're in the way always. But I leave some tags on because I believe they should stay on. Like I think like Mr. Meeseeks. His tag stays on like one of the next things for the list. But I got Waluigi. I will be getting another one just because I want to get another one because I love Waluigi so much. And I'd like to get another one, just for the heck of it. I would love to do a comparison of the old type of Waluigi and the new types. So stay tuned for one of those videos whenever I get the chance. So yeah. But down the road of when I had Waluigi, I needed a Wario. Now with Wario, I got one of the kind of, well, I wouldn't say bad looking ones. I had a normal Wario plush to go with Waluigi because I love the Wario Bros. They're my favorite. I love Mario and Luigi, but Wario and Waluigi hit home because I played Waluigi almost every time I played Mario Party or anything else. So I thought I need to get Wario. Got the Wario. I was doing good until a contest came up on YouTube where the person was giving away an angry pig from Angry Birds in a Wario plush. I was like, maybe I can go for it. And by God, I did. One of my favorite contests I've ever won was that. The pig, it's okay, don't mind it. Then, I really entered just for Wario. I don't care about that pig. I would care about the Wario. And by God, I got Wario. Now this is the Wario from that. He's a little dusty just because he's always on the shelf. I know, I need to use these more so they don't get dusty. But I had to fix them up just a little bit because, where is it? Yes, this strap is coming off, was coming off, so I glued it a little bit. It's coming off more, but I'll fix that up the road. Then his arm had a hole in it right here, and so I had to fix it. So there's the stitching, you can tell because it's not yellow. So is that it? Oh, that's just a fuzzy. There you go. And where else? Oh, and his mustache. Was it? Yeah, I think it is. Yep. His mustache came off. Well, not come off. It just was off. And so I glued it down. You can tell there's glue right in here and there. But otherwise, oh yeah, I think I had to fix his. Yep, I had to fix his glove right here. There's marker right there to fix the W. But it still came out great in the end. He's still one of my favorite plushes with Waluigi, but Waluigi's on top because he's awesome. So that is up for number, I think that's 7. Yes, 7 for things that I thought I never would have, but I do. Now for number 6.